are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. The first catch of the game for George Kittle, finding room at midfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Niners at 11-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played
and trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Completed out left to Dobbs. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week. And
he fires one that's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance, and he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
38. Watch out now, 50 Fury.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Schaefer. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance.
Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go, set. No, 52. Yellow, line. Cut.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the double.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Troy Pride. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games, because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. After the penalty, it's Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
again. They won't get this off in time. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Rodgers. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown! Michael Thomas. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers get a bit closer. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Ready.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Throwing now is Lance. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And Lance going to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Lance now on first down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, 31 yards. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers now to throw.
Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Then West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.